Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to the new video. I'm the Casual Racing Gamer, and today I am taking my new Thrustmaster T598 direct drive wheel to a daily race GT7. This is the first time I'll be using it in a daily race to test out. And before we get started, just understand that this is just my opinion. My opinion might differ from a lot of other people's opinions, so do not just go with things that I tell you. Listen to everything out there, and then, try out the wheel yourself, and then leave your opinions down below. So, this is like a group conversation here. This is not just me. This is just me telling you how I feel about it, but your opinions might be different. Also, I'm coming from a Thrustmaster T2, so that is the wheel that, I have to compare this one to. Now, I am using the rim that it came with. I do have a better rim, but I wanted to use the rim that it actually came with. Just the size of the rim is good. Obviously, the quality is not the best. The feeling is okay of the rubber that's in your hands, but the size of the wheel makes up for it. So I do like the size of the wheel. Now, we're going here to Deep Forest Raceway. This is a track I am pretty comfortable at. I've driven here plenty of times, so I know how my T2 drives and handles on this track. Now, I also want to say, I think there might be a lot of changes coming. I'm not sure if this wheel is fully compatible and used to its full capability in GT7, and hopefully things will get better as time goes on. But for me, I will be using this in GT7, so I don't really care much how it performs in other games right now. Some people might say, well, try it in iRacing, try it on your PC, try it in ACC. I don't, yes, I do play iRacing, but I play GT7 more right now. I do not play ACC because it's not available in VR, and I only race in VR. So for me, this wheel has to perform in GT7 to the best of its ability. Now, getting in there, and I will share my settings that I'm using down below. If you look in the actual description, I'll place them in the description so you can see all my settings. Now, the only thing I really jump around with that I've been trying to play with is the friction, just to see if I can get a little less oscillation and a little, just a little more heaviness in the wheel. So this is going to be my biggest complaint about the T598 is it just, for me, the car feels a little floaty. I don't feel the heaviness in the wheel, and it's not, it's not that I don't think 5 Newton meters is enough. I definitely think 5 Newton meters is enough. I just feel like there's something missing with the feeling of the wheel with the car. Now, with my T2, the weight it's very known in the wheel. Like, you can feel the weight. You know there's weight on the car. You're driving something heavy. I feel like the T598 floats a little too much for me. I feel like when I turn the wheel, sometimes it does, grip up and feel tight, and then other times it's just too light when you're turning. And when I'm coming out of a turn and I want to really step on my throttle, I kind of don't feel the difference in grip when I'm ripping out of a turn. I just feel like it still stays really soft, as opposed to, let's say we're just rolling through a turn and then I really get on the throttle heavy and I'm still kind of turning a little bit. I don't feel that grip within my tires. With my T2, when I'm coming out of a turn and I'm ripping, or if I'm like coming out onto like a curb ripping out of dirt, like I feel I'm 100% confident if my tires have grip or if they don't have grip. Like, it is such an extreme feeling where there's no question if you have grip. When I'm coming out of a turn on my T598 and I'm trying to rip on it, I'm not confident if I have grip or not. I kind of need to roll out a little slower and just hope I have grip, because I can't go by feeling. So for me, that's the problem with this wheel. And again, I don't know if it's a GT7 thing, and it might be things that get improved, because that's what I need to feel. I need to feel more weightness in my wheel. I need to just feel my tires better, and I need to feel like I'm actually driving a car that weighs a few thousand pounds and I'm not kind of floating over the air. Now, I am using my T-LCM pedals, so I am using a load cell brake. Obviously, the pedals that come with this set, load cells, are not available yet. So that's why I have chosen to use my T-LCM pedals, and also for compatibility with my wheel rig, that it just doesn't fit right. I think I've been reading a lot of comments about when they do release a load cell brake pedal for the pedal set that comes with the T598, it's going to come with a bigger base, and I think that might help my issue with fitting it on my on my wheel stand because right now the base is too narrow, so it doesn't fit. I also want to just say, you know, I also see a lot of comments about the wheel, and you know, I'm going to call things out when I see it, and if I don't agree with it. People are saying that the base itself, you know, looks plasticky, looks cheap. These are people that haven't actually touched the base. The base is extremely heavy. When you actually hold the base, you know, whether you like the way it looks or not, that's a whole nother story. But when you actually hold the wheelbase, it is extremely heavy. It feels like quality. It doesn't feel like a cheap piece of plastic that weighs nothing. It actually feels like a piece of quality equipment. It's very heavy. Obviously, the design of it you might not like. I know the height of it is going to be a complaint for some people, but you know that you'll have to work around that. Now, again, I'm racing in VR, so the size of the actual wheelbase, it doesn't affect me. So, you know, I take it or leave it. That can be a game changer for some other people, depending on how they want their rig to look, how they want their setup to look, and how high they want to actually keep their base. But for me, it's not really a big deal. Now, I do love the ability, obviously, for the quick release. I do love that. I put this wheel on with a matter of like 2 seconds. I was using my Evo wheel, but I wanted to put this wheel rim on that comes with it, and you know, a matter of like a second, it was bam, bam, back. You know, I had my new rim on, this rim on. So, you know, going with the TGT2, you obviously can't switch rims that fast. You have to unscrew, you have to screw it back in. Now, driving on this track, and again, I don't know if it's a GT7 thing, but a lot of the curbs don't rumble my car. That doesn't shake my car. I kind of just float over it, even though I hear the sound, you know, the audio of it rumbling in my ears. I don't feel that being pushed to the wheel itself. And, you know, I don't know. It's obviously not a wheel. It's not a wheel thing, right? Because we obviously know the wheel can rumble and you can shake your wheel. You know, it can overshoot. And you know, I have felt it overshoot when jumping over a curb, but just rolling over those curbs or coming out, you know, if you're rolling over a curb and then slamming on your gas, on your throttle, I don't get that tight feeling of a wheel where I know if my car has grip, if my car has weight. And that's going to probably be the biggest concern and the biggest thing for me is in this race, I felt like I had to drive very careful. I didn't feel like I can push the car the way I like to push the car because I was kind of questioning how much grip my car had and worrying about sliding because I wasn't sure how hard I can actually push the throttle because I couldn't really feel it. Now, once again, this is just my opinion coming from a TGT2. So the TGT2 to me is it's not a matter that it has more Newton meters and it's a more powerful wheel. There's a lot of weight feeling that comes through the wheel. It's a lot of grip feeling that comes through the wheel. When you're actually turning that wheel and you lose grip, the extreme difference between the two is extremely obvious. If you're coming out of an apex or a turn and you don't have much grip and then your car finally gets grip, the difference between that two is it's extremely noticeable. It's extremely noticeable. So I'm not guessing, you know, what my tires are doing, how my tires are gripping the road, where with the T598, I feel like I'm doing a lot of guessing at this point. And again, this can be a GT7 thing. It just might need to be more improvements within GT7. I'll keep giving it a go and I'll keep seeing, you know, if I see updates come out, you know, I'll definitely address it and see if things change, if things feel differently for the better. But those are the things that I want to see in updates. I want to feel more grip. I want to feel more tire grip. I want to feel more extreme of no grip to grip. I want to feel the curbs. I want to feel the rumbles. I know the wheel can definitely deliver a lot of the nuances. It's just not doing the nuances that we're seeing in the game when I'm on the track. And it's just all those things that, you know, I really want to see improvements there. I hope it can be there. I think the wheel is probably capable of delivering it. Again, my opinion, just one opinion out there out of many. So you guys, if you've used it, leave your comments below. Obviously, I think the wheel is going to be an upgrade for lower quality wheels. Take it though from where it's coming from. I'm not a professional sim racer. I don't have, you know, I haven't used thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of racing sim equipment. I'm a very simple sim racer, a casual, not great, not good. I can just tell you things how it feels to me. You know, maybe not the most technical terms or anything like that. I can just kind of just tell you how things feel, and that's how they feel to me. So If you enjoyed the video, thumb it up, subscribe, catch you on the next one. We out of here. Peace.